No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Next is the designated hitter, Cedar Rafaela.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
In there for strike one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Tracks it down for the out. And there's two down. Two out, space is empty. And now the center fielder, Alex Verdugo. Cut on and lifted in the air. Donovan squeezes it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Fought off foul. And it's even up.
Plate, ball one.
And that one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And that's through there for a strike. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Brendan Donovan stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next pitch misses. 2-1. Inside, just missed. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. And a foul ball. That misses, and it's 1-1. There's a strike. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that one is inside. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Abreu snags it, and that will end the inning. Top half of the third inning, and now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Gray back to work. That one the other way. Arenado to first in time. And one away in the top of the third. And now Connor Wong. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Gray, 35 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman. Popped up right side. Gorman settles under it. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, now it's going to be Pedro Pajes. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Just missed. And another ball.
Damn.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one moves his feet.
Strike.
And that's in for a strike. Full count now.
Full.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So 2 down now, and here is Mason Wynn. There's the strike.
0-1.
That one way inside.
1-1.
Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Herrera in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's inside. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And the inning is over. Back here at Busch Stadium, here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. There's the strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that. Early in the count.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. That one missing inside. Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Scott. corrals it, and there's one down. So up next, Manny Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time. Here's Rafael Devers. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
All over that one right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now here is Alex Bregman. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. And we're back. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. And that misses. Now 2-0.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Hard hit, right side. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Here's Nolan Gorman. Went down on strikes his first time through. Ball 1 and a pitch inside.
That's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swung on, belted. That one's deep. And that ball is out of here. And this game is tied. It's 1-1. Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 1 now. And strike 2.
2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Brendan Donovan digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's outside. Ball 1. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in St. Louis, now it's the DH, Ceddanne Rafaela. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You know, this group
0-1.
of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at a lot of first
No balls,
pitches,
2
and they've
strikes.
given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a
1
more
ball,
patient approach.
2 strikes.
Outside low, going to count 1 and 2.
I'm sure it's at least something they've chatted about in the dugout. Coming
Ball,
into this one,
inside.
that was probably the game plan, attack early in the count, but doesn't seem to be working out the way they wanted to. We'll see if they make an adjustment.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Nootbaar calls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Alex Verdugo. And
Nope,
takes
that's
low
down.
for ball 1.
Ball, that's low.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Hey!
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first, and Verdugo is set down. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Up the middle. Gets it to first.
You're out.
That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Lars Nootbaar. There's the strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this
0-1's the
one.
count.
First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well
that's
above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Cardinals need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings.
1
Just
ball,
1
2 strikes.
extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been
Ball,
hitting the ball
inside.
gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. That clips the zone. Strike 1. That's a strike. Attacked with the sweeper. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Next to hit, Victor Scott. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to
He's
first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here in St. Louis, top 6. And here's the first baseman, Connor Wong. Gray, back to work. Next offering, popped in the air, right field. Nootbaar makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman. 0 for 2 in this one. That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Not
1-1.
close with that one, and it's a ball and a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Scott moving under this one. He makes the grab, 2 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Jason Varitek. First pitch misses.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And
2
misses
balls, 2
inside.
strikes.
And And a good eye there.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
This one high in the air to left center. Scott on the move. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. Wynn, 22 years old. And he was a second-round pick in 2020. In the air, left side, Ramirez. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And now the DH, Ivan Herrera. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Foul ball there. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
Two the count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. To the right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. That's the third out. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. First pitch swinging.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Donovan moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And here is Devers. He's already homered in this game. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
1-0.
And Devers hits that one. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second, pulls him off the bag. So digging in, Alex Bregman. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with one away and runners at first and second. Go ahead run on base. Rafaela getting ready to hit. That one hit to right. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Devers headed home. He'll score easily. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Went up there looking to be aggressive.
Here's the center fielder, Alex Verdugo. Swing and a ground ball out to short. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. So bases all loaded up. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is in for a strike. And fouled off. One out, base is full. Missing
Ball, that's
inside.
inside.
The count now 2-2. Good eye in
3-2.
that spot.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And now the first baseman, Connor Wong. Late with the swing there.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball
0-1's
right
the count.
there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
And that's
Ball.
downstairs and outside. All loaded up here in the top half of inning number 7. Right through there for a strike.
2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. They take the force out. They limit. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Now
Ball
one missed.
and
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Lifted in the air out to left. Ramirez. And there's one away. Here's Nolan Arenado, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters
0-1.
early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Full extension makes the catch.
That's just a great effort right there. Beautiful job of tracking that ball down. It was sinking so quickly. So it's kind of a tough call. Do I lay out? Do I play it on the bounce? He made the right decision, and he gets the out. Excellent job.
Donovan, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike
0-1's
1.
the count.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2. And ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground.
That ball's
And that's
foul.
just foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's down and in.
This guy's a fun guy to watch
2
taking
balls,
it bat. He
2
just
strikes.
battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here.
3.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Phil Maton, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Nootbaar pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And the batter now, Jason Varitek.